With the Illinois General Assembly coming back this week, a lot of activity is going to be happening, and I want to walk you through kind of how you can stay up to date. It's Illinois in Focus Daily, of course. With this program, you can stay up to date each and every weekday morning as we go live at 8 o'clock, but you can also get the podcast where you get podcasts and also get the newsletter in your inbox at thecentersquare.com. So if you go check out thecentersquare.com, you'll see the headlines that are there right now, including, quick hits, which are always just really quick blurbs of things that are happening. But clearly all of this is us reporting out to you. And you can get the newsletter in your inbox, but you can also check out the national news stories and get more there. But clearly, we've got to digest a whole bunch. And I want to walk you through kind of how I do this. So when I'm planning the day to cover news, I'll go to the Illinois General Assembly website. So ilga.gov. Again, ilga.gov. What's interesting here is this is likely going to change because you can see just in red, they've got a beta website that they're working on. I'm not going to use that quite yet. I'm going to stick with the format that at least has been this way for the last 11 years that I've been covering the General Assembly. So you see that, Senate schedules here. They're not in today. They come in tomorrow. The House is coming in today at noon. So they will be in Springfield. And you'll see how you can find members, their phone numbers, their office spaces. You can look at the schedules of committees that are coming up. You can look at the different committees that they have, and so on. Even audio and video when they go live, you can watch. It's not the best cameras, and you don't get to see what's happening in the actual committee room. You just it's a camera that's pointing up from a tablet on the committee table. But one thing that I do regularly, legislative reports. This will show you every day what's going on. So at the end of the day today, you can go to the data inquiry reports and you can drop down on the dates that you want, and you can see what passed. For instance, let's go to Friday. On Friday, they were passing all kinds of legislation. So Friday the 4th, let's do passed the Senate, because the Senate was in last week. So you select the date, click on what you want, and this is all the stuff they passed last week on Friday. They were pretty active. Measures dealing with dental insurance. This one from Adrian Johnson got some interesting debates. The nonprofit investment pool. So they want to be able to allow nonprofits to invest in a pool managed by the Illinois Treasurer. So that was interesting, and there was some debate and kind of pushback about that as well. So you can see how these legislative reports kind of work, right? Each day you can go drop down the day, what bills passed the House, what bills passed the Senate. We will do a lot of that this week, just to give you an idea of how many bills they have pushed out. But if you go down even further, you'll see standing reports updated periodically throughout the day. A lot of different options here. And one in particular that I think is interesting is the House Committee Status Report and the Senate Committee Status Report. So since the House is coming back today, we'll take a look at some of the things that they've got on their, ready to go on third reading. And these are all from the different House committees. So you've got, for instance, just zoom in a little bit more here. All right. So the adoption child welfare, right? If you look here, you can see last action on some of these bills. Moved to third reading. It's been sent to rules. And just kind of a breakdown of sorts of where these particular bills are. Clearly, different committees focusing on different things. You've got Agriculture Committee. Let me see if I can get a little bit of a cleaner issue here. Committee history, description of bills. Maybe that is the one I want. Or floor action order. We'll do that one. So go to the floor action order. Yeah, this one segregates it better. You can see here all of these are in third reading in the adoption welfare. So when you pull up these reports, you got to understand where we're at, right? If it's been sent to rules at this moment, as a bunch of these have, it's likely not going to advance. It doesn't mean they can't. It's likely they're not going to advance. But when you see third reading, that means it's coming up on the House floor. If you see held on second, that means that they could have it on the House floor with the potential amendment to the bill. But going through here, you can see all of the different legislation, and in particular, some of the controversial legislation there may be. See, for instance, in the Agriculture Conservation Committee, a bill moved out of committee 6-3. And this deals with rewilding policies. All right, if that's your thing, you're interested in that, you can check that out. But you can see what some of the more controversial stuff is. And this isn't necessarily the best gauge, because sometimes a bill has unanimous approval and it's still very controversial for others. But moving through here, you can see even in like the Education Committee, you've got the Homeschool Act. That's very controversial. That could advance. You've got House Appropriations Committee. One in particular was pretty interesting when it comes to Medicaid for non-citizens despite citizenship status. So you've got measures in various committees that are ready to go to the House floor. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing today and for the rest of the week, is looking at these various reports and also bringing you that floor debate on some controversial stuff. Will they pass the Homeschool Act? Will they advance measures about state policy concerning non-citizens and, despite immigration status, inserting language of things like that? How are they going to impact the business community with regulations? How are they going to impact, a whole host of education policies and taxpayers? We'll be watching. And of course, it's not just the House. It's the Senate as well. It is going to be a very, very busy week. So hopefully you wake up with us and stay plugged in to what's going on as we'll review each and every day what they've done the day before here with Illinois in Focus Daily. All right, so subscribe, hit that notification bell. I got to wrap things up here so I can get back over to the Capitol and get set up. It is Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. Get the headlines in your inbox at the Center Square, and we'll see you back here soon.